You did a whole change of background. Andre, you ready?
Yes,
Okay. Andre, where you calling me from?
I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. How old are you?
I'm 34.
34. What do you do for a living?
I'm in IT and I also work on set for films.
Okay, you're IT, you work on sets.
Mhm.
Do you have any children?
No,
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
When's your birthday?
April 28th,
Oh, okay, you're April Taurus. Andre, what city you call me from?
Atlanta.
You live in Atlanta?
Yes.
All right, so we got Andre, Atlanta, 34, Taurus,
And
IT.
Kendra, I do want to put out there for the comments, yes, I am gay. And hey, it is what it is.
Okay, he's looking for a man tonight. Y'all guess y'all caught it, cousins. So we got Andre, Atlanta, 34, Taurus, works at IT and works on set. No kids.
No
What
kidding.
kind of man you looking for, honey?
I'm looking for someone, Kendra, that has kind of went been on an adventure and kind of found themselves, that has kind of gotten out a lot of the stuff that they wanted to try. Someone that is looking to settle down, someone that understands what love is and has healed from, whatever traumas. Because, as we live through life, we all go through things, so ultimately someone that has found themselves and is in a good foundation in their life. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, what are your deal breakers?
No down low men, um, and no narcissists. And let's see, no one that is too flashy. I don't like people that like to label, everything they have on is Gucci Gucci. I like someone that can present themselves, but more so in a way that somebody can ask them what they're wearing versus presenting other people's names on there, to perpetuate a certain image. So yeah.
You don't want a guy that wears name brand.
Well, balance. I don't. You don't have to have on the Gucci hat, the Gucci shirt, the Gucci belt. You know what I'm saying? Someone that is, can present themselves without being too overly flashy. Yeah, because I'm not like.
Okay, okay. Um, does he have to look a certain way?
I would say someone that takes pride in themselves, someone that works out. Basically eats healthy. You don't have to be like Shamar Moore or anything like that, but just someone that, gets a haircut on a regular, takes, puts their best face forward. Yeah, because I think overall the physical eventually decays. So it's more so the heart and, basically the energy that you put forward. So that's what I'm focused on at this point.
What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers, as I said, no down low men, because Kendra, living in Atlanta, I encounter that a lot. I mean, a lot. And I don't even have to look for it. It's like they swarm. So no down low men, no men that are involved with anybody. I don't want anybody that's involved with anybody. And then someone that, if you're unstable, I don't want to deal with any of that at this point in time in my life. I want someone that's stable that can bring something to the table.
Let me ask you this: the download men, do they
Mhm.
come across like they're not gay at all?
Most of the time, you never know, Kendra. There are men that appear rugged and masculine and all. Most of the men that contact me or would approach me, they typically don't. I would never even know from my gaydar or anything that they were gay. Some of them surprise me. It's that real nowadays. Yeah,
Woo, child. Someone say you telling the whole truth.
yeah.
Okay. What about money? Should the guy make a certain amount of money?
I would say, I do watch your show a lot, and I notice a lot of people are putting out these unrealistic expectations as it pertains to money. I would say as long as he makes about $40,000 a year, and he can take care of himself, and we can build together, we can put the knowledge that he's accrued and what I've accrued, and build something together. That's all that matters, because monetary figure means nothing if you don't know what to do with it. So so that's basically where I'm at this point. Yep.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
All right, 1 second. Hold on, Kendra.
Okay. Let me see. You seem tall.
I'm 6 foot. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me hold on 1 second, Kendra. I just want to position the camera a little bit better. Hold on. Okay, can you see me better now?
Yeah, we can see you, honey.
Okay.
Oh, you got a booty. I wasn't expecting that when you turned to the side.
Yeah, I come with a little bit of surprises,
Woo,
and I
he comes
wanna
with a
let
little
you know
bit of surprises. We got a
that
question from Fran Dash. That, where are you from? Jamaica?
I'm from Jamaica. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
from
you
Jamaica,
are from Jamaica. Okay.
and
Okay.
no social media. So basically, if anybody wants to reach me, it would have to be via email. I don't do social media at all. And you didn't ask me what my flaws were.
We haven't. I know you. I still have more questions.
Go
We.
ahead. Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Another Iman spent $7 and said most of the men in this chat who are being homophobic are on the down low. Oops. So Iman said for the men in the chat right now, if you're being homophobic, you are a down low man. Okay. The cousins are spending cash to
And
say shit to y'all
Kendra,
tonight.
I'm going to say this to you. Most of the men, a straight man that is comfortable with his sexuality will not have anything to say because what my sexuality has nothing to do with him. People that have a lot to say are usually projecting, and when they act that hyper masculine and try to perpetuate all of that, they typically have a lot of insecurity. So I'm unbothered about any of that. So yeah.
I'm bothered by it. Okay, fair enough. So, when was the last relationship, Andrew?
My last
Andre,
relationship.
excuse me, Andre.
No worries. My last relationship was 3 years ago. Basically, it was started out well. We were traveling a lot. He worked for a traveling company, so we were going from island to island. It was a wonderful relationship, and I'm very intuitive, Kendra. So one night I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I just felt like something was not right. I'm sure everybody's had those moments. I went to his iPad, and it usually is locked, and I opened it up, and I saw a message that revealed that someone that he perpetuated as a friend that he was cheating on me with. So the relationship ended. I took time away from all of that to heal. And now I feel that I'm, ready to reintroduce myself to the dating again. So that's why I'm
And
here.
that ended when?
That ended right before the pandemic. Yeah.
Oh, so almost 4 years ago.
Yes, yes.
So it took you 4 years to heal from that.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Even though Atlanta has a lot of gay men and a lot of options, Kendra, I'm very, how do I say this? I don't put myself out there a lot. I'm very selective about the people that I let in my space because every time you engage with someone, every time you have sex with someone, you're not only putting yourself at risk for STDs, but energy, spiritually transmitted demons, and all kinds of stuff. So I'm trying to protect my aura and just wait for God to align the right person for me. So that's why I've been waiting this long. Yep.
Okay, fair enough. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
About 2 months ago.
Okay, 2 months ago. Is he an option?
No.
Why
'Cause
not?
I found out he has a girlfriend. Yeah.
So he was on the down low?
Yes, the girlfriend called me.
Oh my God, what did she say when she called you?
She was basically like, crying and like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Like, I just had a baby by him. And first she was trying to figure out if I was a guy or a girl. And when I kind of answered the phone, she was like, he was in the background and she was like, oh my God, it's a man. I can't believe it's a man. And Kendra, she still texts and calls me every now and again from then, and she's still with him. So it just shows you how serious this issue is. Like,
So, okay, how did she realize she was cheating? He was cheating on her.
I guess she looked through his messages. Yeah.
And she thought your name, like Andre, was like maybe.
Yes. Yes, Kendra.
So when
Yeah.
she texted you now after staying with him, what did she say?
Well, first she was going off, and I'm very, Kendra, I don't cuss people and all of that stuff. I'm more of an intellectual. So I was just like, ma'am, you're calling me. Like, you need to speak to the individual that owns the phone. Don't call me. You and I have no beef. I don't owe you anything. Speak to the person that owns the phone. I kind of kept it neutral because I'm not the type of person to put somebody's business out there. I did have compassion, but I didn't feel that it was my place to do that. But I kind of gave her a hint, and I think she figured it out. But she's still with him. So,
But
yeah.
now you're saying she still texts you.
Yeah, every now and
What
again.
what
She's
did she
saying
say?
that she wants confirmation.
Oh, so she wants you to admit,
Yes.
and you
Yes.
have never admitted.
I've never admitted because to me, he's African, Kendra. And because of the family that he comes from and all of that, I wouldn't want to be the catalyst for him to come out. That's for him. I want to give him the right to face his own future and, deal with it on his own. That's not my job.
So when you
So
linked with him 2 months ago, you didn't know he had a girl and a baby?
no, it came out afterwards because I'm like, why is it that you only can communicate certain times? Like when people they're overly communicative only during certain time frames and etc. And it was like a lot of love bombing, and I was like, something is off here. And yeah, and then it eventually I was like, he came out and he's like, you know what, I have a girlfriend, and I have two young kids and blah blah blah. So I kind of just told him, I don't want any more of the drama. I'm done. And he's still tried to reach out to me, but I just refused to go back to that. Yeah.
Let
So
me ask you this for an educational moment. Are
Mhm.
there any signs that women can pick up on if she's potentially dating a man who's on a DL?
Kendra, nowadays, before like for example, you look at me, you can tell, you know what I'm saying? I'm very well to put together my eyebrows. But nowadays, I mean, I can go anywhere, Kendra. I can go to the gas station and there's tip, you can't tell anymore.
Can't tell him.
It's not like before where it was like, oh, yeah, he has a little, you know, twang or something like that. It's not, most of these
Let me
men surprise me at the same time. Yeah.
hold on real quick. I'm not asking for myself. For those that put that comment, I'm very much okay. I'm not asking for myself at all. But I'm asking for the women who are viewing because shoot, a whole woman had a whole baby and had no idea.
Yes. And Kendra, you can almost tell like she was in denial. It was almost like she wanted to accept it, but she was in denial and she couldn't get past it. And Kendra, I felt so bad. But as I said, I didn't feel in my spirit that it was the right thing for me to do. That's a conversation he needs to have with her. She already got enough. I gave her hints and I kind of just left the situation alone. But I don't want my entire dialogue with you to be about the download epidemic in America. I don't want to be remembered for that.
No, I got you. Okay, so that was the last time. What are
So,
3 flaws you have to work on?
I would say I definitely need to work on my patience. Sometimes I can be very critical of myself. Being Jamaican, like, your parents have really high expectations. They put those expectations on you, and sometimes I can be very critical of myself. And then you know what? Sometimes just being open-minded. I think one of the biggest things that I need to work on is being more open-minded and just going with the flow, because I've learned that sometimes just taking it one moment at a time and staying present, things usually work out anyway. So those are my 3 flaws.
Okay. Um, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
A man will be lucky to be with me because I not only bring brains, I think I'm physically somewhat attractive. And I am very adventurous in some capacities. I'm the type of guy I've jumped out of a plane twice. I like to go hiking. I like to do a lot of different things. I like to experience different things. And ultimately, we can build an empire and build something together. So that's why someone would be lucky to be with me.
Okay. Listen, they paying for questions tonight.
Go
We
ahead,
got
bring it on.
T.
On.
T spent $5 and said, do you think you're not walking in deception by not responding? This is why you found out what you found out on the iPad of your ex. So I think some people are saying, do you think you should just tell her the truth? Or deep down inside, do you think she just know the truth, child?
I Kendra, can I tell? And you know what? They have a legitimate question, and I do want to respond to that. That's why I felt it in my heart, is because I've been there. Kendra, I'm an empathetic person. I've been there, but it's almost like Kendra, she knows. She just wants me to come out and say to her. And even if I tell her, because apparently she said little things to make it seem like this is not the first time. So this is not the first time she's had an issue where he's been trying to either mess with someone else or another guy. So I believe she must, based off of the dialogue, she must have she knows, and she's in denial. I think she wants, I don't know. I don't know what, I think she feels that she's probably anchored with the children and she doesn't feel like she could do better. And I think that's
Okay.
what the problem is. Yeah.
Fair enough. D Money, he spent $4.99. He wants to ask, do you want to share the African country that man is from?
Togo.
Togo. Togo is where he's from. Okay. All
Hmm.
right, child. Ooh, child. Well, hopefully she's watching, child. If this she would know.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, Andre, what's the age range you want to date?
I would say 30 to 50.
30 to 50. Should he be in Atlanta?
He doesn't have to be in Atlanta. I have a passport.
Okay. Could he be bisexual or have kids?
He can be bisexual, but he cannot be involved with a woman.
Okay. So he
Yes.
can't deal with a woman.
No, because there are people that genuinely like both sexes, Kendra. But if you're already with someone and if you can't be with one person and just be with them, then don't hit me up.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so we got Andre, ACL, 34, Taurus, IT. He also works on set. Now, no kids, men only. You cannot be on the DL. You cannot be on the DL. All right, how can the guy reach out to you?
So via email, my email is dude 46482 at gmail.com. And
Okay.
don't bother looking me up on social media because I'm a ghost on social media. I'll leave that for everybody else.
Woo, so give it the email again.
Yes, dude, and that's dude 46482 at gmail.com.
And there you have it. All right,
Yeah.
well, you keep me posted, Andre.
All right, Kendra. And by the way, thank you for what you're doing because I really believe that you're bringing love and insight to the Black community because a lot of people have this image in their mind based off of social media and these socioeconomic statuses and these amounts, these ridiculous amounts, but they're not really in touch with reality. So I'm glad that you're out here and you're really shedding the truth and shedding light on setting realistic expectations for people moving forward. So thank you again for all you're doing.
I received that. I definitely think my show is insightful. I
Yeah.
think people are learning. Obviously the goal is to find you somebody, but I think in the process, people are learning. Sometimes they learn from other people, and it is an eye-opening moment. So I appreciate that, Andre.
By the way, Kendra, let them know, although I do have a big butt, I don't have OnlyFans. I'm not an attention seeker. So I saw that in the comments. So tell them not everybody that has a shape has the desire to have everybody looking at them. I don't seek validation outside. It all starts from within. But have a good night. All right. Thank you, Kendra.
Bye, baby. Bye,
All right.
baby.